What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well. Over the past couple years, I've really simplified my riding kit. And what I mean by riding kit is just the things I take on my daily rides. And I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to make a video to show you guys what my riding essentials are and what I take with me on these daily rides, so I don't overpack or carry too many things that I don't necessarily need. Okay, so starting from the top, this is what I take on 80% of my rides, is a Dekine 2-liter Hot Laps hip pack. This is just essentially a rugged fanny pack that has been designed for hiking and mountain biking. This thing is perfect for taking out on your usual daily rides. Being 2 liters, you really can't throw too much in it to where it's overweight, but it's not too small to where you can't fit your daily riding essentials in there. Has a water bottle holster here on the side. This is actually what originally got me to start riding with a hip pack. Was my first trail bike. The frame, I couldn't put a water bottle cage on there, so I would just use this holster to carry a water bottle. And that solved my problem. That's originally what started me with the hip pack, is being able to carry that. If you're going on a little bit longer of a ride, this could make the difference of you being able to carry 2 water bottles and packing a small lunch. Giving you guys a quick look on the inside. We've got a little sleeve divider here. This is just got a little bit of like a softer texture to it. It's not a microfiber, but it's kind of like a fleece lining. That could be good for maybe putting your phone in. I'll tuck a little bit of a paper towel in there, maybe a small rag in case someone gets a cut out on the trail. Then it really just has a main compartment with a couple little extra organizing sleeves. Has a little clip here for throwing your keys on. Really simple, plain Jane. That's why I like it. Things don't get lost in there. Things don't fall out of it. And I was going to give you guys a little bit of size reference here. This is the 22-ounce standard water bottle. And we got standard 16-ounce beer can. Fits perfectly. Hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of size reference. 2 liters to me sounds like a lot more than it actually is. I do find that this is the perfect size for not being overweighted and having something that's constantly shifting around on your body or flapping up and down. So, Dekine 2-liter Hot Laps hip pack. This one's definitely my favorite. Moving on to what I pack in this hip pack. First thing is the Crankbrothers Multi-Tool. This is just a really simple multi-tool. This one does have a small chain breaker on it. If you have any chain issues out on the trail, this could probably fix that, whether it's breaking a chain to take it off or fixing a pin to repair a chain. This thing could definitely come in handy. I wouldn't recommend using it as your daily chain breaker, but could save you out on the trail. Over here we have standard sizes of Allen keys, all the way down from your locks for your grips, all the way up to a 8mm to tighten down your pedals. So this one could fix if you have throttle grip, all the way up to if you have a pedal that's come loose. This could tighten it down, and then moving down from the 5, 4, and 3. Stem adjustments, seat collars, all the way down to maybe something minute, something on your brakes. The other side, flathead screwdriver, torque bit, Phillips head, and a 6mm Allen key. The torque bit is perfect for adjusting anything pretty much on your brake levers or your shifter. If anything comes loose on there, it's usually a torque bit, so that will be able to make adjustments or tighten those things down. This thing I always take with me. It's not optional. I always try to either strap it to my bike or throw it in my hip pack. Normally I'll throw it in one of those little organizing sleeves, because if I throw my phone in my hip pack, I do not want this burly little multi-tool crashing up against my phone screen. So, moving on from that, carrying a tube. A tube is very essential in my opinion. If you're riding with tubes still, this is mandatory. If you're riding tubeless, chances are you might be able to make it out. If you got a big laceration in your tire and your sealant isn't gonna quite patch it up, this is super necessary. This is just a 29-inch tube. Could also shove it in a 27.5. That's just what I carry. This is my all mountain style strap. Usually I actually just use this strap to strap this tube to my frame. I find that that's a lot easier for me, and it keeps it out of my hip pack, keeping a little more room if I'm carrying something else. This strap is actually really cool. This could be used for tons of different things. It's essentially a nylon valet strap that will strap a tube. You could also maybe throw a multi-tool in with that. Wrap it up like this around your frame real tight if you're not going to carry a hip pack. Or if you get into a bit of a pickle out on the trail, this could make or break walking out from the trail or an uncomfortable ride. I've used this to secure down a broken seat post rail, secured the seat to the seat post, and that made it so my seat was still on my bike riding out. I've used it to secure a pedal to the spindle. I've had it for about 3 years now, and it's saved me in tons of different situations. So highly recommend one of these with a tube. My next thing is CO2 canisters. These will inflate your flat tire out on the trail. I personally have never carried a small frame pump. I think it's just a ton of room. They're really inconvenient. They take forever to inflate a tire, so I like just carrying a couple of these little CO2s. They inflate super quick. You really only get one use out of them though, so usually I carry two. One to either seal a tire if you lose your bead on the rim, or if you got to take the tire off on the trail. This will get your bead to set and you can get a little bit of air in the tire. The second one will make sure that you can get a proper PSI. If you're lucky enough, you can do it all in one CO2, but usually I'll carry two. This is the Co2 Actuator. This is necessary for the CO2 canister. There's a little pin in here that if you tighten this down enough, it will break the seal here in the CO2 so that it's usable. But just to make sure I don't forget it or I don't lose it, I'll just tighten it down. Not tight to where it broke the seal, but just so it's on there. My bottle cage actually holds these, so that's convenient for me. Not every bottle cage supports holding CO2s, so I could also just throw them in the hip pack if I needed to, but I always carry two of them with the actuator. All right, you guys, well, that's my essential riding kit. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys think I missed anything, leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys are carrying. Maybe I missed something that you think is pretty essential. Also, if you did enjoy the video, consider watching one of my older videos. I'll link that up here in the top right-hand corner. If you want to support the channel, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
Pretty, 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 pretty.